Ryan's just some like Scarface badass in the Marvel movies, basically.
This
Ugh.
is what I actually though, let me I have not said this to anyone else, but this is what I actually think triggered a lot of this negativity from Blake toward Justin. I think that you have a woman here who is very self-conscious about her weight and her appearance for obvious
Blake
reasons.
is?
Blake, yes, because I think this has been like many actresses in Hollywood, this is her calling card. And let's face it, I mean, she's an okay actress, but basically her looks are more or less the reason why she is where she is. And I think what happened was she had just had her baby, and
Okay.
she did have a lot of extra baby weight for her. You can even actually look at the premiere of It Ends With Us.
That's her fault, by the way, because I've been through 5 pregnancies and no one gained weight. Because I think in Asia it works different. Like in the West, women are like, well, I get pregnant, I'm gonna gain weight, but it doesn't quite work like that.
Well, so you look at her, you can see also the picture of her at the premiere of It Ends With Us wearing the Britney Spears dress, and she looks beautiful, but was at that point a voluptuous woman. Whereas you look at her in the past, from her earlier days, very, very skinny, right? And I'm not saying that she was too big or anything like that. I thought she was gorgeous and It Ends With Us and so forth. But I'm saying it's very clear that for her, she had gained a lot of weight in that pregnancy. And this is what I
Mhm.
think happened. She was already very self-conscious about the weight gain and being in the public eye. And her trainer screwed up and gossiped to her about the fact that Justin Baldoni had approached him asking how much she weighed because he had some severe back problems, and he just wanted to know. It's like, I'm gonna have to. There was going to be a lifting scene. I'm going to have to lift someone heavy, and so how much does she weigh? And
Okay.
what happened is that trainer, these trainers, a lot of them, they're like
Okay.
little girls with the gossip and stuff.
Right.
And
Well, that was work related, so what's the big deal? He should be able to know what she weighs if it's work
well,
related
the
and he's got a back problem.
Exactly, but the problem is the way that the trainer then went and I think conveyed that to Blake Lively, because this is the sense that I get of what happened is the trainer went to Blake and trying to, these people in Hollywood, they're always trying to ingratiate themselves with stars. And so you've got this trainer who is financially in bed with Blake and Ryan. He has a business relationship with them. Actually, they help to, I believe, promote some of his products or his work or his business. And so he goes to Blake, the trainer goes to Blake apparently and says something to the effect of, God, can you believe? Like I think he thinks that you're too big. He was asking me what you weighed and all. You know how it is. People gossip and all of that, right?
Mhm.
Well,
Well, she might
so
have been.
the trainer says this to Blake, and she already then, I believe, had this extreme sensitivity about her weight gain and how she was perceived. And so the way he conveys it very poorly, I'm sure, to her, she blows up. And I think from that point on, this was really the genesis of her issues with Justin Baldoni. And I also think that's why in the Deadpool movie, where they're making fun of the Baldoni character, the Nice Pool
Mhm.
character, remember the Nice Pool character actually makes a weight reference about Lady Pool.
I saw Wolverine, the new Wolverine Deadpool
Was
one.
it Wolverine then? I don't even keep track of these movies.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, there's a scene in there where Nice Pool, the Baldoni character, says to Deadpool Ryan Reynolds, "Oh, Lady Pool, she's so hot, and that baby weight came right off, or she doesn't
Yeah,
even have
okay,
much baby weight." And so it's
okay.
very clear to me that this was the real issue here, is that this stupid trainer went back and gossiped to Blake Lively like a little girl about, "Oh, he thinks you're fat." Blake Lively gets really upset. Ryan Reynolds gets really upset, and this starts the bad blood. And so I think if I were
Okay.
Blake Lively, what I would do is I would say, look, it may sound silly to a lot of you who aren't in the industry or aren't in Hollywood, but body perception is really important. And I was feeling super, super bad about my weight gain, my fourth
Mhm.
child, and I was very, very sensitive. And this trainer comes to me. He represents this to me in a negative way that probably now I see wasn't accurate, and so it really hurt my feelings. And I don't deal well with emotions like that, and so it made me then from that point very resentful and suspicious and aggressive toward Justin Baldoni. And I see now that that was wrong. I see that the trainer misrepresented this to me. I see that I need to deal with my own
Okay.
own body perception, sensitivity issues, and all of
Okay,
that.
here's the problem, like, with everything you're saying. What you're saying is correct. What you're saying is correct. But
Uh
what I heard recently, and I haven't thought about, is that women don't like to take accountability.
huh.
And your whole argument is based on her taking accountability.
Sure, it's going to be hard, but
So,
here it's going to be very hard. In
she
fact,
might have to professionally in court if her lawyers say so. But in general, when you think of it, women don't like to take accountability. Not as much as men are like, yeah, I did it. I fucked up. Oh, well, I'll try it again. Women try to think about every which way where it wasn't their fault or some emotion got involved or someone said something or they had to do something.
No comment. No comment on that.
So,
No, but I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. And apart from whether it's a gender issue or not, taking responsibility, I do think that narcissistic people in Hollywood definitely reluctant to do that. But that is what it takes. And, that would stop the narrative. It wouldn't stop people from talking shit about her some, but a lot of people would give her credit for owning up to her BS and for doing a mea culpa. And people generally do want to forgive, even in cases like this. And if she were to come forward and fall on her sword, so to speak, and then let me tell you what's going to happen if she does that. Justin Baldoni, he is a nice, laid-back guy. His faith as a member of the Baha'i community, it's very, very important to him. If she were to come forward with the mea culpa and say, "I'm sorry," I'm telling you, his team, he is going to accept it, and he's going to be very nice, and he's going to, and because that will make him look good too, being magnanimous. And so that's the way I think. It's going to be hard, and she's not going to do it, but that's the way I think that she can deal with this, is to come out with a mea culpa, blame it on body issues, body perception issues, sensitivity around weight. And then my dad was dying and I was going through all this and I just had a baby and it was difficult pregnancy and difficult birth, blah, 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 blah. And I'm so sorry. And I'm going to go away for a bit and get my head straight and figure it out how the fuck I got into this mess. She does that. She has a fighting chance then of coming back one day, especially if she can get some meatier roles, or like Cool Mom Jamie suggested, some ugly roles that really show her more as an actress. She has a chance. But if she doesn't do that, if she continues what she's doing right now, doubling down, fighting even harder, she is going to go the way of Amber Heard. She absolutely will. My opinion.